Okay. Are you ready?
Oh.
Hi, Greg and I just got back from the weekend with the family. We were about 2.5 hours away in Cape Ann, Massachusetts. It's a beautiful place. And we started our day with a great run, and then we jumped in the ocean, and we were walking back, and we were hungry. And we were saying, what should we have for breakfast? And we picked up this amazing sourdough bread and some vegan cheese, and we had some homemade berry preserves, and I said, let's have grilled cheese sandwiches because it's essentially a Danish, and
which is health food.
Which is health food.
Right.
But it was a good thing because we had them and we loved them, and it's certainly not a typical breakfast for us. But we were there. We didn't have a blender. It was what we had.
And it was fine as a breakfast.
It was great. It was delicious.
Like, what is breakfast
food,
delicious.
Right? It was amazing.
It was incredible.
But it reminded me of something that we have discussed in the past, that particularly for women who have had a history of eating disorders, a vegan diet, there can be some minefields. If you decide that you have to do raw till 4 or Starch Solution or 80-10-10,
or raw, or just all raw. Yeah, or any of those.
And you get rigid about it. You can get into a place where you start to judge yourself when you don't meet those expectations or you don't follow those rules. And when you do that, you not only lose the pleasure of the food you're eating.
You certainly can.
But you also start to doubt yourself and criticize yourself. And really, the way we feel about it is a vegan diet is a compassionate diet. Do no harm. It's a healthy diet. Occasionally having a grilled cheese sandwich for breakfast, which we don't normally have. We usually have huge smoothie filled with fruits and vegetables, and to start our day. But I think the thing that we talked about was that you have to just lean into what's available to you, what you have,
and be flexible. And
enjoy it, and
not when we talk about driving home in the car. We were talking about you get into your routine, and I think routines are essential for fitness, for health, because you get into a routine of good stuff.
Right. Absolutely.
But you can get too rigid with that and start getting kind of crazy when you can't get things the way you want them. And if you're going with the big picture of a healthy diet and making good choices, then you can have unusual choices someday, or different choices some days.
We have never had grilled cheese sandwiches for breakfast ever before.
I think it was a first. Yeah, it was
we hardly ever have them to begin with. But.
Yeah, and they were great. And I'm happy we had them for dessert.
Me too.
But it just underscores that idea that sometimes any of us can get a little crazy about what we're eating and making it just right. And and some people who struggle with, and it's an awful thing, struggle with eating disorders, I think can really get into trouble with that. Even though it's healthy, they get really focused on it being just this perfect thing, and it doesn't need to be perfect.
Well, I think
that's it.
I think that there are a lot of women, no matter what they're eating now, who have a history of eating disorders, and it's sort of a, it goes below the radar. But there are so many women who say, "Oh yeah, when I was 16, I was bulimic," or "When I was 19, I did this."
I hear it a lot, actually.
And I've struggled with it. My daughter has struggled with it, and we're very fortunate that we have a really good open dialogue about it here. But it has made me so much more aware of the women in the vegan community and the blogging community and the YouTube community who do kind of struggle with that. So I guess the takeaway for us is that routines are great if they help you maintain healthy habits.
Yep.
Absolutely. But don't judge yourself if in a situation you make a choice that's out of the routine.
Right.
And if you're hungry and all that's available is something that's cooked and it's 10 a.m., eat it. Be grateful for it. Because I tried the raw till 4 and I think it's a great idea, but I was watching the clock. I was like, oh my God.
It's 4 o'clock, I can
have rice. didn't work for me, and I know it works really well for some people, and I think that's great. But I kind of just say now I'm raw till cooked, because that's what that's.
Sorry, we had to cut their plane went overhead. It's
Yeah, we're sitting outside.
Do a video outside. Sorry. Okay, you're saying about the raw till cooked. Sorry.
So I think that there's a lot of value to a raw diet, and we usually start our morning with a big raw smoothie that every day.
Yeah,
every
we basically do it.
We love it.
In the beginning, yeah. Oh yeah.
But I did find that raw till 4 didn't really work for me, and because of my job and things that are going on, and just I don't really feel strongly about it, and so I just think that you need to find what works for you, and don't go by anyone else's rules. Find your own routine that works for you, and don't take on the judgment of other people, because in the end, you're the only one it will cost. So
absolutely, and the big thing is a vegan diet. You're doing a vegan diet for health, for compassion, for ethics, for the planet. There's a lot of for the animals. There's a lot of variety there, and everything else is a guideline, right?
Right. Absolutely.
And find joy in your food, and don't stress it. And like Georgia said, I mean, it's so perfect what you said. Don't judge yourself by someone else's rules. Understand their rules, apply it as it works for you, and then just move forward and stick to the big picture. Yeah, and find the joy.
And if you find yourself in a rut, have a grilled cheese sandwich.
Have a grilled cheese sandwich. I guess it's a great place to finish up. So, I'm glad we had a chance to talk about this, and if you liked it, the thumbs up.
Yeah.
And let us know what you think, about your experiences, and how you've managed your vegan diet, or if you're trying to do it, and what's helping, and what's a struggle.
And what routines have worked for you.
Yeah, exactly. So, thanks a lot for watching.
Thanks for being with us.
Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time. Bye.